Hey guys, welcome to a brand new episode. Today we are talking about whether MYDEFIPET will make it into the top 10 of Binance's most valuable builder. It has been gaining a lot of traction recently, a lot of extra daily users, and we're going to be comparing this to the other 20 or the other 19 projects that are in MBB round 2. So if you didn't know much about this, most valuable builder is something that Binance does. This is the second round of doing it, where they picked 3 finalists, and basically it gives them the opportunity to gain potential investment from Binance or a listing on the innovation zone of Binance. A listing on Binance is one of the biggest central exchanges, means price goes up and awareness builds around the project. So this is something that's really big for it. We're now in phase 2, and on the 22nd of July, Binance will select the top 10 from these 20 semi-finalists. So here are the icons for each of the projects. Some of you might recognize. MyDefiPet is obviously in there. We have Crypto Blades as another thing that I cover on the channel, which I'm deeply invested in and had a huge surge in price. Faraland, I am also invested in that. I have a character and I'm staking currently within that. The others are, some of them projects I'm familiar with, some of them not so much. Now, the name of this most valuable is the Big Bang of NFTs. So you can't help but feel that any NFT projects will have a slight advantage in making that top 10. When we look at the list, we do have a lot of NFT marketplaces, gaming in there, but there are other things like Streaming Fast, which is infrastructure, Alpaca Finance and Walt Finance, lending, yield farming, Hot Cross yield farming, Rabbit Finance lending. We've got some automated market makers like BuySwap and ApeSwap Finance in there as well. So actually, when you narrow it down, you can see that 10 of them aren't NFTs, so it already gives a good advantage to the NFTs of winning. However, there are other factors that they're taking into account in determining the top 10. So these projects were carefully selected based on different metrics, but primarily product innovation. So what is a unique proposal of this project? Is this project competitive, and does it provide new features and products? Obviously, with the NFT gaming, you've got that in abundance. MyDefiPet is built on something that is, already you do see a lot of NFT projects that are gaming based at the moment that are very much pet based and battling mechanics with, type advantages and things like that. But this is probably the biggest project out there that includes more outside of just the battling. So I think it's unique in that aspect. Crypto Blades is very unique in that it has potential with Crypto Blade Kingdoms to become huge. So I think that's going to be giving that a good boost in innovation. But they are comparing different things within the second round. So we've got security is one factor. Each project must have at least completed team security certification or audit from independent BSC ecosystem partners. So just some of the information we've got from some of the projects are that, we've got a lot that have, some that have four different types of security checks, a lot have Certic as a security check, and then the rest will obviously have them. Some of them have said non-applicable on a I don't think Streaming Fast has, because Streaming Fast hasn't launched the token yet, as far as I'm aware. So most of them do have that basic criteria down. You've got community and users. This includes number of active users in the community, chain address activity, and the number of regular users. So with the gaming NFT projects, obviously you're going to have quite a lot of daily active users, logging in, potentially in that process buying things. The problem is on the Binance chain, people will not have been buying anywhere near as much as they could have been because of the bugs that it's been having, whereas Cardia chain has been pretty fresh and has been working pretty well. So if we switch over to MyDefiPet, most people will probably just be farming like this and not actually purchasing things. because if you take a look at my Binance site, I mean, it's perfect timing. There are bugs in it, and that might be a problem in affecting daily active users. However, when we compare the statistics, it actually looks pretty good for them. So we've got daily active users here. So this is from the Binance Chain website, where it tracks some of the data on them. And if we go by largest to smallest, the largest daily users is 200,000, and that's on MYDEFIPET. Second, CryptoBlades, Mobox, 20,000. This is over the past 30 days, by the way. Alpaca Finance, 13,000. Everything below that starts falling below 10,000, and we've got Walt Finance there at only 1,800. The rest wasn't tracked in the market on the site that I used. But we'll have, in Farallon, we'll have a fair few daily active users, because it's a similar kind of project. But, out of those 9, it is the highest daily users. So fitting that criteria quite well. And then we've got transaction volume. Here we looked at the transaction volume over different periods. This is going to be huge for MYDEFIPET and CryptoBlades. The transaction volume being the fact that, skill has gone up huge amounts with the big market cap, and DeFiPet has had a lot of ups and downs as well. It's not about just the stable price, it's going up and down. If it has more volatility, it's going to have had more of a transaction volume, and recently it's been fairly volatile. We've had a fair few dips recently, but it's recovered nicely to 5.92. So when it comes to daily users, what I used is a Binance Smart Chain monitoring site that showed over the last 30 days that the daily users for MYDEFIPET were 200,000. When we look at some of the other projects that were listed on that site, CryptoBlades, 56,000, then 20,000, 13,000, 9,800, 9,800, 6,700, 5,700, and 1,800. These projects weren't listed on the site, so it was unable to track. But out of those, obviously MYDEFIPET almost 4 times as much as the second best with CryptoBlades. So that's really good sign that it's looking good on that front. And then we have the transaction volume on those projects. Transaction volume, it isn't based solely on market cap. So my market cap could be quite high, but it could be that price has just remained stable. MYDEFIPET and CryptoBlades has had a lot of fluctuation in that it's increased hugely, so there will be a big boost in transaction volume through that. But these factors, they whilst they were important in the first part of determining the first phase of who made it through to the top 20, they'll pick the final 10 projects based on different metrics, some similar. So we have daily active users, which we've just looked at, total volume locked and liquidity. Don't have tracking details for that, but I'd imagine with fairly high market caps, that will serve them better. We've got market cap of MYDEFIPET being the second highest market cap. Expo Games being a massive 2.4 billion. CryptoBlades sits quite low on 14th place on market cap. And what I did is I also built comparative price, so you can see. Made them all as if they were 1 million volume. This is how much the price would be. MYDEFIPET would be priced, if it was like CryptoBlades and the volume was 1 million, it would be priced at $730. So just so you don't, because what can be happen is you look at CryptoBlades and you think that's the currency is worth more than MYDEFIPET at 7.3, but it's actually not, because it has such a low volume. Each single token is $37, whereas MYDEFIPET, if it had the same volume, it would be 730. It just has a huge volume to it, hence where the market cap is a lot bigger on it. Then we got the next stage, which is measured, which is community strength. So this includes, but isn't limited to, Twitter, Telegram, Medium. Now what I did was I went on most of the sites for Twitter and Telegram. Medium didn't get them for everybody. But to give us an idea of community strength, I'd imagine they'd use followers. They might use other metrics like daily posts and engagement with people. But if we're going on followers, X World Games has the biggest Twitter following, Refinable second, 8spot Finance and Yushi high up there as well. MyDefiPet is there in the top 10 with 52,000. CryptoBlades sits on 20,800, so it's fairly low down on that. When it comes to Telegram, we can see that MyDefiPet is a bit higher on that, in 6th place. Extremely fast is obviously not applicable, as they don't have a Twitter page, I don't believe, couldn't find one. And you know, up top we've got there is Yushi and X World Games with a high 96 and 97,000. CryptoBlades again down a little bit higher, 12th place with 12,000. And then Medium, tracked on that, we can see that MyDefiPet actually has one of the biggest Medium followings of 13,700. So that looks really good for that in terms of engagement. They do post regular details, as do CryptoBlades, but CryptoBlades is very small for some reason. So I mean, I follow it, but I don't think I'm subscribed to it. So 222 there. We don't have the data for these ones. So it is in first place, MyDefiPet, but these could be higher. Some of them might be higher than that. But at least it's, you know, 1st to 8th on that. Next up, other statistics and security status of the projects. So I find it interesting is one of the rewards is Certic, a full finance for a Certic sponsor, a Certic security chair. But when you look at most of the projects, actually most of them already have Certic. MyDefiPet are checked, and they have Solidity Finance have checked security, and they found that no security issues from outside attackers were identified. So it does have something, but that in terms of it actually stated that one of the criteria for making it to the top 20 was having a security check, whereas some I couldn't find the information for. Some were non-applicable on the site that provided me with all those ones. So that looks good for MyDefiPet as well. The project must be among the most demanded applications in the NFT and DeFi dApps or infrastructure in the BSC ecosystem. So this one I think is where MyDefiPet will really excel. Demand is obviously going to be high if you've seen the price go up. A lot of people are wanting to purchase it, and you know, if you've seen that a lot of the daily users increase, the transaction volume is going to increase. And CryptoBlades and MyDefiPet are the biggest projects that have done that. You know, if we look at on the week, MyDefiPet has increased 554% in price this week, looking down 20%. When we go over to other projects, I mean, CryptoBlades is even bigger with a massive 2,114. That doesn't say demand, I don't know what it does. And then when you look at other projects like Yushi, we have an increase in 82%. So not bad, but still nowhere near CryptoBlades or MyDefiPet. Alpaca Finance down 20% and down 11%. I mean, the finance sites with things like that will go down because they'll probably have yield farming and reward people with Alpaca token for staking. They'll probably have quite good total volume locked liquidity. So you can see that demand, if we go by that, it has had a huge amount the past week. It has placed first in the Asian CoinGecko market as one of the most searched. So again, further kind of supporting that it's had high demand. So I think, in summary, can we expect it to go into the top 10 finalists? I think definitely yes. It covers, or it's all-rounder, covers all of those projects. It's an NFT project. It's been high in demand recently. Security status is there. It's got a huge increase in daily active users. Volume, not liquidity, has probably gone up with that. Community strength is really good. And as a reward, if this does, it's going to be huge for the project. So each project, it will win $10,000 grant for each project. There'll be a quick security quick scan for Certic. The top 5 projects will receive sponsorship for full security audit from Certic, exclusive incubation workshop with industry experts, and then the main prize. Each project in this phase will also have the opportunity to obtain at least one of the benefits below: potential direct investment opportunities from Binance and direct listing in the Binance Innovation Zone. These 2 things could be huge. I don't think MYDEFIPET really needs potential direct investment opportunities from Binance. From what I heard from an AMA, it's got a very good future from it. It's got already secured a lot of investment from the private and public round that will keep it going, will sustain it for a long period of time. It's the direct listing in the Binance Innovation Zone which could really increase the price, increase awareness, increase daily users, and build this project into something huge. So yeah, if we manage to get it into the top 10, this could be huge for it. And you might be asking yourself the question at the moment, do I hold? You might be seeing that huge increase in price that you've had and the huge amount of money that you got with it, and see the dip. Now 20% is a lot. 20% for me was almost $1,000 in that drop. So do you hold? And it's in a down. It's minus 20%. But my answer is yes, hold. We are 2 days off. It said it will be announced after the 22nd. Anytime after the 22nd. So a hold until this announcement. If it wins, continue to hold. Think diamond hands throughout this. Same goes for crypto blades. Take profits though. What I like to do is I've got my 100 here. So I've had 100, and every time I win one skill in crypto blades, I sell it so that I can hold my crypto blades in here. So I'm, as the days pass, I'm reducing that early withdrawal tax. And if I need it, I can withdraw it at a time. But I've always got 100 skill that way. So take profits. Do take some profits. I'm trying to accrue US dollars and BNB through taking those, through selling that skill. And I have my kind of side pot is my Kai side, Cardi chain, which is about 33% of my money is held there so that I can, it's fairly stable in there. Saying that price has gone down for Kai, but it's my backup. I can, if the price goes down, I can buy with that. Okay, well that is all for this video. Hopefully you've enjoyed it and found it helpful. Hopefully it's instilled a little bit of confidence in holding onto your Dpet token. And hopefully we get that listing and everybody becomes rich off this project. And hopefully it just improves awareness and builds our community even bigger. Okay, well that's all for this one. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed it. If you have, please leave a like on the video. Always helps the channel out. Hit subscribe if you want to keep updated with future content. That is all from me. See you guys soon.